Graphing functions using parameters. So what we have here is a function, and that -3 is actually a C parameter. It's adding on the inside. It's adding a -3 on the inside. So this is a C parameter. So first we're going to remove all parameters and just write the basic function. So what's left is an x and a squared. So this is an x squared function. That's the basic function here. Next, we add our C parameter, which is going to be x, the -3, and squared. And we're going to graph these two. Graph this one first. And in order to graph the x squared, we're going to go to a program called Desmos. Now, on Desmos, you'll see that we can write the function f of x equals x, and we're going to put a square on there, x squared, and then we get the graph. And we're going to need a couple anchor points. I like using the vertexes, or the point here at the end, 0, 0 as an anchor point. And let's see if we can get another anchor point. I see there's 1, 1 there. I'm going to use this one right here, the 2, 4. I think that's 2, 4. Yeah, 2, 4. The 0, 0 and the 2, 4 as anchor points. So here we'll put our 0, 0. And up here is where we'll put our 2, 4. And then the orientation will be that little U shape. Okay, there we go. Alright, so that's our x squared. Now with the C parameter of -3, remember, C's that are negative will move you to the right. So this is going to move us 3 times to the right. So all 3 of these points will move 3 times to the right. So 0, 0 will move over to 3, 0. Sorry, 3, 0. And 2, 4 will move over 3 times to 5, 4. So that'll be right here. About 5, 4. And then we'll just keep the orientation the same. And we're done. That's the graph for that. Next, the parameters that we have here, let me put an understood one here. Let's raise this. Sorry. Okay. All right, that's it. All right, we're going to put an understood one here behind the negative. And this will represent our B parameter. So this is a B parameter. This is a C parameter. And the -1 here is a D parameter. So we remove all 3 parameters, and this will leave us with x squared. Okay. Next, we'll put our C parameter onto the x squared, which is the -3. So this becomes x, -3, and squared. Next, we'll add the B parameter here, which is the -1. So we'll put the -1 in there. X minus 3, and then the square. And then lastly, let's see, oh, sorry, C parameter. Oh, I'm sorry, I put the C parameter in the wrong place. Nope. Oh, sorry, A parameter is my fault. And there's the A parameter is understood 1, so I'm going to skip this part right here and go to this part where I add the D parameter. So I'll have the -1x minus 3 all squared, and then there's the -1. Okay, so those are my 4 graphs. So again, x squared, we remember we had the anchors of 0, 0, and up here, which is 2, 4. And the orientation was like a U shape. So there we go. All right, next. We want to move over 3 times to the right. So 0, 0 gets moved over here to the 3, my fault, 3, comma, 0, okay? And the other point right here, that gets moved over to the 5, comma, 4. 5, 4. And then our orientation is here. Okay, next. Putting a -1 on the x gives us a rotation or reflection about the y-axis. So everything on the left side goes to the right side, everything on the right side goes to the left side. So the 3, 0 will go to the other side, the left side, and become a -3, 0. So let's put that in there. So that's going to be -3, 0. And the point that is 5, 4 will flip over to the other side, so you'll get a -5, 4. So this point right here, that's -5, 4. And then we'll try to see if I can draw my graph orientation. The drawing doesn't have to be perfect. Points do, the anchors do, but not the drawing. I think that's pretty decent. Okay, lastly, the D parameter, which has a -1, I don't know if you can see that, but the -1, it means everything's going to go down one time. So my 5, -4 point right here is going to go down one time, and it's going to take it to -5, 3. So let's go to -5, 3, which is right about there. Okay, -5, 3. And my -3, 0 is going to go down one time, and it's going to go down to -3, -1. So let's go down here, and then call that anchor point -3, -1. Okay, then I'm going to try to see if I can draw my graph here. It's always the interesting thing. And there we go. There's a graph. So that's the graph for y right here.